$800 million in secret CIA funds, a target 3 miles deep in the Pacific, and a Soviet nuclear submarine no one was supposed to find. Project Azorian was the ultimate Cold War heist. It started with a single sound. On March 8, 1968, a sudden, violent implosion echoed through the Pacific depths. The Sound Surveillance System, SOSUS, caught the low-frequency shockwave and relayed it to United States analysts. Using arrays stretched across the ocean floor, they triangulated the source with chilling accuracy, nearly 3 miles beneath the surface, northwest of Oahu. The data pointed to a catastrophic failure inside a Soviet ballistic missile submarine, later identified as K-129. While the Soviet Navy scrambled a fleet of search vessels and aircraft, their efforts concentrated on a grid that missed the true location by dozens of miles. Soviet hydroacoustic stations, designed for coastal defense, lacked the reach and sensitivity of the American system. For weeks, Soviet ships combed the wrong sector, unaware that the United States already possessed the exact coordinates. The United States now held a secret advantage, one that would turn a lost submarine into the most coveted prize of the Cold War. On June 24, 1968, the USS Halibut crept into position above the Pacific abyss. Beneath thousands of meters of dark water, the crew deployed a towed sled bristling with cameras and sonar. Each pass swept the ocean floor, searching for a shape that matched Soviet schematics. Hours of silent maneuvering yielded a sequence of grainy, ghostly images, the unmistakable outline of a submarine hull ruptured aft of the sail. The photos revealed a gaping breach, evidence of an internal explosion, not a collision. Debris fanned out across the silt, confirming that what lay below was no ordinary wreck. The Halibut's deck log, stamped with the date, recorded the moment the U.S. gained visual proof of the K-129's fate. These images did not just confirm a disaster, they offered the first hard evidence that the wreck might contain undisturbed codebooks, nuclear warheads, and cryptographic machines. For the intelligence community, the photographs turned a sunken submarine into an irresistible target. The question was no longer if the Soviets had lost a vessel, but whether the United States could recover its secrets from the ocean's depths. The paperwork began long before steel met water. In 1972, Howard Hughes's Global Marine Development filed a registration statement with the Securities and Exchange Commission, presenting itself as a pioneer in deep-sea mining. The stated mission was to harvest manganese nodules from the Pacific seabed. That corporate identity became the public face for a ship that would soon draw the world's attention, the Hughes Glomar Explorer. Every detail was calculated. The Department of the Interior issued an ocean mining permit, granting Global Marine a 25-year lease over a 10,000-square-mile tract. Congressional hearings cited the Glomar Explorer as evidence of American innovation in mineral extraction. Meanwhile, press releases described a scientific quest, and trade journals published glowing accounts of the ship's supposed mining technology. Behind closed doors, hundreds of engineers and shipyard workers signed non-disclosure agreements, each briefed only on their fragment of the project. The legal scaffolding was airtight. Regulators, journalists, and even foreign observers saw only a commercial venture, never suspecting that every permit, every press clipping was a mask for a covert mission to steal a Soviet submarine. At the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard, workers assembled a vessel unlike anything the world had seen. The Hughes Glomar Explorer stretched over 600 feet, its hull hiding a secret core, a moon pool, a vast open bay running through the center of the ship, invisible from the outside. This chamber allowed engineers to lower heavy machinery directly through the hull, shielded from satellite surveillance and prying eyes. Inside, teams installed the deep-sea lifting gear, a 17,000-foot steel pipe string, a gimbaled platform, and a hydraulic claw designed to grasp a 2,000-ton submarine section from 5,000 meters down. Every weld, every bolt was subject to layers of security. Shipyard crews worked in shifts, each sworn to silence. Most never told the true purpose of their labor. The project's codename, Azorian, appeared only in locked offices and classified memos. By March 1974, a presidential directive authorized final assembly, pushing the shipyard into round-the-clock activity. The Glomar Explorer was now the most advanced covert recovery platform on Earth, built to execute an operation that bordered on science fiction. 5,000 meters of steel pipe strained against the Pacific's crushing weight, each joint flexing as the Glomar Explorer's gimbaled platform fought to stay level in the rolling swells. Engineers watched pressure gauges and load monitors, aware that the entire lift system was operating at the edge of its design. Outside, Soviet vessels lingered just beyond the exclusion zone, antennas tracking every movement. The crew staged a gearfall accident. A massive clatter echoed across the deck, followed by a radio call. All hands, gearfall, main hoist. The message, sent on open frequencies, was meant for Soviet ears. For a moment, the tension on board was matched only by the silent scrutiny from the sea. The ship's machinery groaned as the load rose, every second a gamble against gravity, steel, and suspicion. The Glomar Explorer's hidden bay finally delivered its prize, a battered bow segment, 2 nuclear torpedo warheads, and fragments of Soviet codebooks. 6 bodies were recovered and laid to rest in a filmed, multi-faith burial at sea. It was a gesture that blended respect with contingency planning. Months later, a break-in at Hughes' offices exposed the entire operation. Reporter Harriet Philippi pressed the CIA for answers, prompting the now famous reply, "Neither confirm nor deny." The phrase became legal doctrine, shielding secrets for decades. As classified files trickled out, the true scale of the heist and its shadow over Cold War law came into focus. Today, the true cost of hidden ambition echoes in every classified file. As secrets shape policy, the boundary between defense and provocation blurs, reminding us that some lines, once crossed, remain invisible.